We didn't just read poetry. We let it drip from our tongues like honey.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times an actor surprised us with their range.
Then why don't you just let me be, huh? It's because of you, Jack, that I'm like this.
For this list, we'll be looking at film performers that completely defied their usual roles to deliver a transformative performance. Did we forget an actor that showed off a different side of themselves? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Jim Carrey, The Truman Show.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
For the bulk of the 1990s, Jim Carrey was proving himself to be the most successful comedian of his generation, with films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Dumb and Dumber. Carrey steered towards more dramatic parts at the end of the decade, starring in the movie The Truman Show. It allowed him to become the straight man in a satirical look at American consumerism and the power of media. The actor brings a heartbreaking reality to a character that slowly realizes his life is a TV show, giving audiences much more than wacky voices or outrageous body movements.
Are you listening to a word I'm saying?
This project arguably opened the door to years of diverse work that included the romantic drama Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I can't see anything that I don't like about you.
Number 9, Adam Sandler, Punch Drunk Love.
I just love this guy because he tells it the way it is. He's not a phony.
After captivating audiences on Saturday Night Live, Adam Sandler starred in a string of hit movies in the 1990s.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
His iconic projects like Happy Gilmore tapped into the comedian's goofy personality and made him a star. In the 2000s, Sandler subverted his image in the Paul Thomas Anderson film Punch Drunk Love.
Not a problem. Don't worry about it. We had a terrific time, though.
His role as Barry Egan allowed him to investigate his rage-filled characters with more edge and depth. The entire production has a stylistic quality that's unlike any of his previous films, delving into a sadness that lies underneath Barry. He even gets a chance to have a full-on romance that feels much more substantial than his other efforts. Number 8, Hugh Jackman, Prisoners. Most people know Hugh Jackman as Wolverine from the X-Men movies, or his commendable work in musicals.
Who am I? 2, 4, 6, 1.
He put all that aside for this thriller about a mysterious disappearance and one father's search to find his child.
Hey! He stays in custody until my daughter's found, right? Right?
Jackman is desperate to track down his daughter at any cost, even if he loses his soul in the process. His character commits various horrible acts, such as torture, in order to find out the truth, turning in an emotional performance. The performer is unrecognizable as a man slipping into darkness and acting in incredibly tense scenes with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Do you understand that? Me, not you, but me! Every day!
Number 7, Steve Carell, Foxcatcher. Coming from the world of absurd comedy, Steve Carell's talents have brightened up film and television for decades.
A potential scandal with the Buffalo PD surfaced today when the mayor...
The drama Foxcatcher was a substantial shift in tone for the performer that provided him with one of his biggest challenges. He played real-life figure John DuPont that ended up killing wrestler Dave Schultz. Carell becomes a man devoid of emotion, driving a wedge between two brothers and paying for his friendships. His new nose may be a noticeable change, but it's window dressing for other details, such as the comedian's terrifying way of speaking.
Mother, I am leading men. I am training them. I am teaching them. I am giving them a dream.
Ultimately, there's absolutely no trace of his goofball characters, such as Brick from Anchorman.
Hey! Where did you get those clothes? At the toilet store?
Number 6, Richard Pryor, Blue Collar. Often put in the league of greatest stand-ups ever, Richard Pryor also starred in a number of popular comedies in the 1970s and 1980s. Pryor's most dynamic performance came with the crime drama Blue Collar.
Zeke, it's your turn.
Coming at you.
The comedian plays an auto worker who goes to extremes to make ends meet, planning to rob a local union safe. Paul Schrader's script and direction pushed the actor to perhaps his finest screen performance as a result. His character Zeke begins as a tragically comic presence and ends the movie in a complex state of emotion.
You want revenge? You got a gun? You go out looking for killers, man, because damn if I am.
The performer sells the dramatic scenes as well as any of his comedy specials, showing he was much more than a box office draw in other films like Stir Crazy and Silver Streak.
Who are you? I'm a thief, man. Take it easy. If I ain't gonna freak you out no more, how about handing me them keys up there? I'd like to get these cuffs off.
Number 5. Tom Cruise, Tropic Thunder. Tom Cruise completely changed his image in order to play studio man Les Grossman for Tropic Thunder. Shedding his action hero experience, Cruise played a blunt executive in a surprising bit of casting.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Director Ben Stiller utilizes the actor in one of the more shockingly hilarious performances of its decade. The performer's makeup and huge hands are just 2 elements that take this character to the next level.
See, this is the good part, Pecker. It's when the job gets fun. Ask, and you shall receive.
He manages to pull off a rare comedic effort, showing that he will go to great lengths for a joke in the same way he might for a huge stunt. You almost can't believe it's him, given his constant swearing and outrageous one-liners.
Okay, thank you, Les. Thank you. You have a good night.
But seriously, a nutless monkey could do your job.
Good.
Did we also mention his impressive dancing skills? Number 4. Monique, Precious. Well known as a stand-up and television star from the Parkers, Monique rose to fame in the 1990s as a world-class comedian.
Oh, well, here you go, girl. Make yourself right. What you say your name was again?
The performer really altered her usually funny self into an abusive mother for Precious.
Precious! Precious! Precious!
Her matriarch spends the majority of the film yelling or arguing with the title character, a far cry from her prior status as one of the queens of comedy. She's able to be completely repulsive on screen, while later showing some remorse in highly emotional scenes of realization.
I had a man, and I have a child. And I had to take care of both of them.
Her chemistry with Gabourey Sidibe and dedication to every moment won her a much-deserved Oscar. While there was some controversy in her career surrounding and following this project, it hasn't changed the impact of her engaging work. Number 3. Charlize Theron, Monster. Charlize Theron slowly earned her stellar reputation in a variety of roles in the 1990s, spanning from dramas to comedies. Monster finally took her career to the next level, showcasing her dedication to a part in a dark tale about serial killer Eileen Wuornos.
Yeah. Maybe I'll swing by.
She disappears into the part and doesn't leave behind any semblance of her real self. Theron could have easily created another stereotype of a murderer, but instead, she imbues the character with a twisted humanity that makes the entire performance much more compelling.
I mean, I'm a real hard worker.
The end result earned her copious accolades and a spot on Hollywood's A-list.
Thank you, Judge. And may you rot in hell.
Number 2. Robin Williams, Dead Poets Society. While he dabbled in drama before, Dead Poets Society fully established Robin Williams as a leading dramatic actor.
Oh, you can do better than that. Free up your mind, use your imagination. Say the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's total gibberish. Go on.
He was widely known for his madcap comic persona leading up to this project, transitioning into movies like Good Morning Vietnam that allowed him to use his improvisational style to great effect.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll.
This coming-of-age story trades that ability for a more reserved presence, instead focusing on the importance that an inspirational teacher can have on a young student's life. Williams gets a few chances to bring out the comedic energy, while at the same time reaching the hearts of many impressionable viewers.
Captain, my captain. Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Heath Ledger, The Dark Knight.
And here we go.
Heath Ledger built his early career on heartthrob roles and dramatic parts.
I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby.
Taking an unlikely assignment for The Dark Knight, the actor was met with initial skepticism. The final performance silenced all his critics for its incredible effectiveness. His Joker was considered the most exceptional adaptation of the comic book villain for the screen, bringing together a ruthless and exciting presence.
Why so serious?
Ledger's more subdued work in the past was completely missing from this film. The performer went for broke in scenes that had him laughing maniacally and embodying pure evil. The iconic transformation revealed the artist's darker edge, winning him a posthumous Academy Award for his efforts.
How about a magic trick?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.